Well, the Red Arrows are winding their way back to their Lincolnshire base after an epic trip of the USA and Canada. But it wasn't just about entertaining crowds with colourful flypasts and performances. It was also about building relations and strengthening ties with one of Britain's strongest allies.
Yes, the Reds tour to promote Britain kicked off in August and has taken them to the length and breadth of North America. This time last week, we were talking to Ashna Hurrynag live from California after they performed at the Great Pacific Air Show. Well, in the last of our Red Arrows pieces, Ashna now reports on whether they've succeeded in selling brand Britain abroad.
The Queen Mary, when it was built 88 years ago, was one of Britain's proudest exports. On board her this month, another of Britain's most beloved exports. The Red Arrows left their base at RAF Scampton in August and have been dazzling the United States and Canada for 11 weeks. But the tour wasn't just about creating pretty pictures. Their displays carried a message of pride that aimed to promote Britain. One of their last events on the tour was meeting aviation innovators and sharing why they fly the red, white and blue.
We feel almost statesman-like. The Red Arrows is a strategic asset for the nation, and we're being deployed in a strategic role, which is really great for us as pilots, as tactical operators. We just want to go and fly air shows, but it's more than that. We're here to break the ice.
It's a brilliant opportunity for people in jobs like mine to have an asset like that from the UK come over to showcase so much about what Britain stands for and what we're capable of.
They were supporting the Great Britain campaign, which encourages the rest of the world to do business with the UK. Last year, trade and investments between the UK and North America was worth more than £208 billion.
Tomorrow, they're taking a trip to talk about business ties between Britain and Colorado.
The benefits of which are felt right across the continent, something local news channels were keen to discuss.
But the UK is by far and away the largest foreign direct investor in Colorado. There are more than 200 British companies here. They employ over 18,000 Coloradans, and those numbers are growing.
Millions of people attend air displays in the UK every year, and there has been disappointment that the Red Arrows haven't been able to grace our skies for a large chunk of the summer. Despite that, in Coningsby, there's an understanding of the bigger picture.
Something to be proud of, isn't it? Especially in the current climate of how England is, shall we say, not doing the best.
I think they're fabulous. Absolutely marvellous. And that will bring more money in because it'll bring tourists in to see them. They're beautiful.
Yeah. I was in the RAF anyway.
Well, it's great for the country and it's great for the RAF, isn't it? You can't get a better promotion, really.
Like them, the government says now more than ever, it's important to highlight Britain on the world stage.
Yeah, well, we're leaving the EU, but there's a whole world of opportunity out of there. 90% of global growth is expected to be outside of Europe over the next 5 years or so. And the US and Canada are among the fastest growing major economies, expected to grow quicker than the EU. And as the US is already our biggest single trading partner and the biggest single investor in the UK, it's so important that we recognise that relationship and we do everything we can to strengthen it.
The tour was years in the planning. It's catapulted the Red Arrows' profile across the pond, and the fact it's highlighted one of Britain's greatest assets, they say, can only be a good thing. Ashna Hurrynag, ITV News.